Country Mart in Salem is the one place to go to get everything you need. You'll find a pharmacy, greenhouse, deli, and gluten-free foods, organic foods, and diabetic products. Have you joined the Country Mart e-club yet? If not, you should. You'll receive exclusive offers, weekly specials, and special sales through your email. It's simple and it's free. Join the Country Mart e-club today. For more information about the e-club, go to www.tcmarkets.com. It's just another service from your friends at Country Mart in Salem.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, Dad, I've got some ideas about our seed order from MFA.
Oh, yeah? What do you recommend?
The corn hybrid with the new trait stacks had great performance in last year's replicated trials.
So, you've been doing this instead of your homework?
Well, did you know our seed purchase will earn us free fertilizer with MFA rewards?
Wait, did you say free fertilizer?
MFA, your whole farm solution.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your latest KSMO weather update. Today will continue to be sunny with a high temperature reaching near 82. Winds will be out of the east at 3 to 5 miles per hour. Then tonight will be mostly clear with a low temperature around 56 degrees. We'll have a light and variable wind tonight. Tomorrow sunny again with a high temperature again near 82. Calm winds will become easterly around 5 miles per hour during tomorrow afternoon. Skies will be clear tomorrow night with a low around 54 with a light southeasterly wind. Then Thursday, we expect sunny skies with a high temperature near 80 degrees. Winds will be out southeasterly on Thursday, 5 to 8 miles per hour. Skies will be partly cloudy Thursday night, low around 56. Then Friday should be mostly sunny with a high again near 82 degrees. We do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight Friday night. Skies will be mostly clear with a low around 58 degrees. Showers are likely and possibly a thunderstorm on Saturday with partly sunny skies and high near 73. Then Saturday night, a chance of showers continues with partly cloudy skies and low temperature around 45 degrees. Sunday should be sunny with a high near 66. Then Sunday night will be clear with a low around 42 degrees. And Monday, we expect sunny skies on Monday with a high temperature near 73 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield commentary and midday livestock report. At least we hope they're there. We are having trouble again getting those programs downloaded from the Brownfield network. So just stay right here and I'll be patient, you be patient. See if we get that Brownfield report and commentary.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. In agriculture, work and family often go hand in hand. Farming isn't just a job, it's a lifestyle passed down through generations. Parents and kids work side by side, siblings run operations together, and whole families ride out the ups and downs of seasons, markets, and weather as a team. It's a beautiful thing, but also challenging. When your co-workers are your loved ones, it's easy for the lines between work and home to blur. Growing up, my family found little ways to stay grounded. Even during the busiest times, when my sister and I were very young, Mom and Dad always made time for us to eat together. I remember Mom packing a picnic and driving us out to the field where Dad was working. We'd spread out a blanket or jackets under a shade tree, sip iced tea, and listen to them talk farm stuff while we soaked it all in. The dust in the air, the hum of the tractor, the calm in that chaos. Even in those early years, when they were working, they made time for us and included us. I lost count of how many nights I fell asleep in a grain truck heading home with Mom, or tucked in close to my dad in an open tractor with a heat houser while feeding hay to livestock. Make time for your family. You don't need a trip to national parks or beach vacations. Just show up when you can and be present in their lives. That's what your family will remember most. That's what I remember about my childhood. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Hey, Dad, I've got some ideas about our seed order from MFA.
Oh, yeah? What do you recommend?
The corn hybrid with the new trait stacks had great performance in last year's replicated trials.
So, you've been doing this instead of your homework.
Well, did you know our seed purchase will earn us free fertilizer with MFA rewards?
Wait, did you say free fertilizer?
MFA, your whole farm solution.
In agriculture, content is king, especially when it comes from a source you trust. Brownfield Ag News delivers timely, accurate information to America's farmers. Our team of award-winning farm broadcasters brings you the stories that matter. Local, regional, national, and even global. That's why Brownfield is a household name across farm country, on the radio, online, and across social media. Thank you for trusting Brownfield. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
TownScreen is one of the most affordable ways to advertise your special event, business, yard sale, or even send congratulations to someone for as low as $15 per week. With 21 locations in the Salem market and 16 more in the Houston market, TownScreen also gives added value to their users by offering free ad service to the Echo Bluff and Montauk State Park lodges. Produce your own ad or get help from the TownScreen staff. Go online at townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. TownScreen.
Truman the Tiger. M.I.Z. Marching Mizzou. And of course, to the house! To the house! The traditions of Mizzou football live here. A scoop and score for Missouri. Catch every game all season long right here.
Never quit. Never gave up.
On your home for Mizzou football, the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Why stop now?
Direct cash cattle business was quiet and cash hogs were sharply lower. Good morning. I'm Megan Grabner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity was very quiet to start the week. Show lists are slightly lower in Nebraska, Colorado, and Texas, and lower in Kansas. Bids and asking prices didn't surface Monday. If business follows the trend of recent weeks, significant trade volume isn't expected until sometime Thursday or Friday. At mid-session at the Oklahoma National Stockyards, feeder steers were $10 to $20 higher. Feeder heifers were $5 to $15 higher. Steer and heifer calves were roughly $20 to $30 higher. Receipts were up on the week but down on the year. Medium and large one feeder steer, 609 to 633 pounds, brought $396.50 to $437. Feeder steer, 664 to 699 pounds, brought $384 to $425. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 707 to 749 pounds, brought $345 to $355. Box beef closed mixed with light to moderate demand for heavy offerings. Choice down $1.66 at $363.91. Select was $336 higher at $349.75. Estimated cattle slaughter was 106,000 head, up 5,000 on the week and down nearly 14,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed sharply lower with a light negotiated run. Consistently inconsistent is the best way to describe the cash hog market lately. Processors weren't very aggressive in their procurement efforts to start the week. The market has been largely focused on demand. There has likely been a boost in domestic demand as pork remains a competitively priced protein. In the retail space, barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were $4.11 lower with a weighted average of $92.29. The Iowa Minnesota was $4 lower with a weighted average of $92.43. And the Western Corn Belt down $4.02 with a weighted average of $92.40. Pork values were lower, down 83 cents at $103.59. Butts, ribs, hams, and picnics were all lower. And estimated hog slaughter was 498,000 head, down 1,000 on the week and up more than 21,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were higher ahead of widespread direct business. And lean hog futures ended the day mixed on spread trade with pork values higher during the session. I'm Megan Grebner, Brownfield Ag News.
I used to think food just came from the store, but now I know it starts on a farm. I'm Maya, and I'm in the 3rd grade. This year, I got to be a part of Agriculture Education on the Move, where we learned about crops, animals, and all the work farmers do every day. I was surprised by how many things I use every day that come from agriculture. Ag Ed on the Move helps students like me all across Missouri learn about agriculture in fun, hands-on ways. We even practice math, science, and reading during these lessons, which my teacher really likes. Support agricultural education by partnering with Missouri Farmers Care to bring ag education on the move to your school. Because when we understand where our food comes from, we grow up grateful. Who knows? Maybe I may become a farmer. Learn more at agmoves.com. Agriculture education on the move, enriching lives one classroom at a time.
It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Deborah, Debbie, Elaine, Quick, Valero, age 70 of Salem, passed away Saturday, October 11th. Funeral services for Deborah Valero will be Friday at 1 in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Deborah Valero will also be Friday from 11 in the morning till service time at 1 o'clock. Burial will be in the Jadwin Cemetery. And all arrangements for Deborah, Debbie, Elaine, Quick, Valero of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements and was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that cost you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. After a hot summer, most are welcoming the fall season with open arms. The Missouri Department of Conservation, also referred to as MDC, encourages everyone to enjoy fall foliage through camping, hiking, driving tours, and even floating. To help, MDC offers weekly online fall color updates from agency foresters all over the state at mdc.mo.gov/fall-color. MDC Forestry Field Program Supervisor Russell Henner said that the weekly fall color updates are a great resource for the public. Foresters began posting reports in mid-September that show users where trees are beginning to turn and even suggested great places to see changing leaves. Henna said the dry summer conditions will likely cause fall color to start sooner than normal. He explained that due to recent dry weather across central and southern Missouri, we're already starting to see trees change, and some may even lose their leaves early, and that's definitely taking place. The chilly evenings that we see in the fall, those are critical for the leaves to change color. Henna went on to say that the sugars produced by photosynthesis are trapped inside leaves by the cool autumn nights. Those sugars are the building blocks for the rich red, yellow, orange, and purple pigments. Chilly nights cause the breakdown of green pigments, allowing the fall colors to show through. Now, normally, Missouri trees first begin showing color in the northern part of the state, then move southward. But I can attest to the fact, having been in North Missouri just weekend before last, that their trees are not really turning yet, at least not to the extent that we are here in our part of the state. Now, sassafras, sumac, and Virginia creeper are some of the earliest to change. Later, black gum, bittersweet, and dogwood begin turning. The peak of fall color usually hits around mid-October. Henna noted that trees like maple, ash, oak, and hickory are at the peak of their fall display by the middle of October. Normally, by the end of the month, colors are fading and leaves are falling. Missouri's fall color can be enjoyed from almost anywhere. For spectacular vistas, choose routes along rivers with views of forested bluffs and along ridges with sweeping scenes of forested landscapes. Henna suggested that conservation areas or Missouri state parks are wonderful places to take in the fall color. Fall color isn't just limited to trees. Prairies and roadsides displays beautiful shades of gold, purple, olive, and auburn with autumn wildflowers, shrubs, and grasses. In cities and towns, enjoy places with mature trees such as older neighborhoods, parks, and even cemeteries. MDC provides its annual fall color update at mdc.mo.gov/fall color. The weekly reports include what species of trees are turning and suggested on best places to see them. The updates will run through November. Missouri State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick announced that a performance audit of Shannon County will begin this month. The audit is part of the regular schedule of county audits conducted by the State Auditor's Office, but was prioritized to begin this month in order to address concerns raised by Shannon County residents and officials. The audit of the Southern Missouri County will commence Monday, October 20th, when auditors conduct an entrance meeting with county officials. According to Fitzpatrick, concerned taxpayers and officials in Shannon County have raised a number of red flags with the State Auditor's Office in regard to the performance of their county government, and this audit will provide a good opportunity to provide them with the answers they want and deserve. The Missouri State Auditor's Office last issued a performance audit of Shannon County in 2018. The audit gave the county a rating of fair and found several areas where county officials need to make improvements. The report found the county's general revenue fund was in weak condition, with disbursements exceeding receipts in 3 of the 4 years audited, and an outstanding balance owed to the Special Road and Bridge Fund. In addition, county officials had not sufficiently reduced the property tax levy collected in order to meet the legal requirements of offsetting sales tax monies the county received. Individuals may provide information confidentially for consideration during the audit of Shannon County to the State Auditor's Whistleblower Hotline by calling 800-347-8597. Also, can email moaudit@auditor.mo.gov or by visiting www.auditor.mo.gov/hotline. The Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds drivers to watch for deer, which are more active this time of year, especially during the evening and nighttime hours. Deer behavioral changes will be occurring due to the mating season, which may cause an increase in roadway crossings. Hunting and crop harvesting may result in these animals being in places they aren't usually seen. Drivers are urged to remain alert. When deer are seen, slow down and proceed with caution. Deer often travel in groups. Stay on guard after a close call or when you see one deer. Natural features also affect deer movement. In areas where there are streams or wooded corridors surrounded by farmland, more deer may be present to cross roadways. Remember, rural areas are not the only place where deer and vehicle strikes occur. In 2024, 21.1% of the traffic crashes involving deer happened in urban areas. Last year, Missouri had 2,951 traffic crashes where deer and vehicle strikes occurred. One deer strike occurred every 2.98 hours in the state. In these crashes, 4 people were killed and 420 were injured. The majority of deer strike crashes occur from October through December each year, with the largest number taking place in November. The majority of deer strikes occur during the evenings from 8 to 9. The Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds drivers that an attempt to avoid striking a deer could result in a more serious crash involving oncoming traffic. Stay alert and make sure you and the occupants of your vehicle are buckled up. In response to Governor Mike Kehoe's declaration of a drought alert in all or portions of Missouri's 85 counties and the city of St. Louis, the Missouri Department of Transportation is offering a special over-width hauling permit at no charge to help farmers and ranchers move hay as needed. Loads must be of legal height, length, and weight. Permits can be requested using the MoDOT Carrier Express online service located at www.modot.org/MCE. To ensure the fee is waived, hay haulers should place a comment in the application about the fee waiver. The blanket permit fee of $96 and a single trip fee of $15 are waived for hay haulers through December 1st of this year. Before hauling, drivers must apply for the special over-width hauling permit for loads that exceed 8 feet and 6 inches in width and map their route to avoid work zones, bridges, and other areas that have weight, narrow lane, or height restrictions. This information, as well as a special bridge and height restriction view, is available on the MoDOT Traveler Information Map at traveler.modot.org. MoDOT's waiver and special over-width permit allows drivers in Missouri to obtain the permit at no cost, haul hay loads of up to 12 feet and 6 inches in width using a blanket permit, haul hay loads up to 14 feet in width using single-trip permits, move hay during holiday periods and at night. At night, or when visibility is less than 500 feet, drivers must use a reflective, oversized load sign and clearance lights instead of the normal flags required at the edges of the load. Drivers must adhere to all permit requirements, such as using proper signage and lighting and stopping at weigh stations. Those visiting a MoDOT Carrier Express system for the first time will find a link to obtain a user ID and password needed to access the service. Required information includes the make, license plate number, and vehicle identification number, also referred to as the VIN, of the power unit, and the farm business name and address. MoDOT permits cover movement within Missouri only and are required for each truck. Questions may be directed to MoDOT's Motor Carrier Service Office at 1-800-877-8499. The Ed Clark Museum of Missouri Geology, operated by the Missouri Department of Natural Resources Missouri Geological Survey, is temporarily closing due to renovations at Rolla's Bueller Building. The museum's closure will continue into 2026 until the construction is completed. Carrie Bridges, state geologist and director of Missouri's Geological Survey, said that unfortunately we won't be able to welcome visitors while the Bueller Building receives some much-needed improvements. She noted that when the renovations are complete, they look forward to showcasing an expanded space for the museum and some new displays. Bridges said a reopening date for the museum is not yet known. The Missouri Geological Survey will announce when the public can visit again. Interactive geological maps, research tools, and other educational resources from the Missouri Geological Survey remain available at dnr.mo.gov/about-us/Missouri-geological-survey. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, you can contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
What are you doing every day to support your liver? If you enjoy sweets, fast food, alcohol, or take any medications, that's a vital question to ask. Hi, I'm Sherry Torkas, pharmacist and health author. Supporting your liver isn't just a wellness trend, it's a daily essential. That's why I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
Reality check number 22. On a scale of 1 to 10, shouldn't customer service be an 11? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Walk into any Town & Country and you'll feel welcome right away. We're your neighbors. If you're a customer, we'll probably even call you by name. It's just what neighbors do. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
At the Missouri Department of Agriculture, they know protecting your livestock is a top priority, especially when black vultures are involved. Use the following tips to keep these pests away. Pen birthing animals near human activity. Remove roosting locations such as dead trees and abandoned barns, and scare vultures away with loud noises. Visit agriculture.mo.gov for more tips. There are plenty of mitigation options available. Get help today at agriculture.mo.gov.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Napa Auto Parts store in Salem is having their fall savings sale going on now. K-Seal starting at $9.99 each. Lucas Products starting at $5.99 each. Seafoam starting at $8.99. And Steel Seal head gasket repair starting at $47.99 each. Stop by Napa Auto Parts store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. It was senior night for the Salem Lady Volleyball Tigers Monday night as they faced Plato Lady Eagles, and the Lady Tigers came away with a 4-set win. Salem took the first two sets 25-20 and 25-13 before the Lady Eagles battled back to take the third set 24-26. Salem then took the fourth set 25-18 to improve to 11-19-1 on the season. Plato fell to 11-12-2 on the year. Salem will be at Mountain View tonight to face the Liberty Lady Eagles in SCA conference play. Salem is 1-4 in the conference, while Liberty is 5-0 in the conference and 17-7-2 on the season. The varsity match will begin about 6:30. Monday night, the Salem JV Volleyball Lady Tigers won the only set that was played against Plato 25-7. They'll play at Mountain View tonight starting at 5 o'clock. The St. Louis Blues faced off against the Vancouver Canucks last night to conclude their two-game Canadian road trip. Jimmy Snuggerud scored the lone goal in the first period for the Blues. The second period saw 28 combined shots on goal, 5 of which were scores. The Blues outshot the Canucks 7-11 and outscored them 3-2. Wrapping up the game in the third period, Jake Neighbors snagged his first goal on the night with a wrist shot, bringing the game to the final score of 5-2. With that victory, the Blues are 2-1 on the young season and will return home to host the Chicago Blackhawks tomorrow evening. You can listen to that game live on your hometown radio station KSMO 1340 AM or 95.7 FM with the pregame coverage starting at 8 o'clock and the puck drop at 8:30. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Sports is brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. Fire up the Fan Grill. Juicy burgers and sizzling steaks make the tailgate. Get fresh game day ideas at beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Quite a bit of criticism for Mizzou offensive coordinator Kirby Moore for only getting the nation's leading running back Ahmad Hardy just 12 carries in the loss to Alabama. Before placing all the blame on Moore, Mizzou could never get into the rhythm on offense, and I place most of the blame on the offensive line and just facing a step up in competition. I compared their numbers in their first two SEC games. Bo Perbula's passing numbers nearly identical, 16 of 28 against Alabama, 16 of 27 against South Carolina. The rushing output was also similar, averaging 5.8 yards per carry versus Alabama, 5.9 against Carolina. The real difference came in time of possession. Mizzou had the ball 14 minutes less against Alabama. Simply put, there wasn't enough time to get Hardy the carries he needed. Drives stalled out. Third down, just 1 for 11 for Mizzou. Here's Bo Perbula.
We just need to, find a rhythm so that stay out of third down. 10 third downs is a lot for the lack of time we had on the field. So we just got to be more efficient on first and second down. I think that will help on third down.
Yeah, as I said, it was 11. 1 for 11. The offensive line did not perform well, and that led to a lot of third down plays, and Mizzou didn't execute even on the third and less than 5 yards. So that's an area they certainly need to clean up. They will be at Auburn this weekend, an Auburn Tigers team that is 0-3 in SEC play. But when you consider their final scores, don't let their record fool you. They lost to number 11 Oklahoma by 7, number 9 Texas A&M by 6, and number 10 Georgia by 10. This first road game against a tested Auburn team is not going to be easy. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Hey, how many things can I plug into one power strip?
I don't know. Does it really matter?
An overloaded circuit is a recipe for disaster. Most standard outlets can hold only 120 volts of power. Be cautious when plugging devices into power strips. Electrical problems cause more than 50,000 house fires every year. Keep safety first, always.
We are Missouri's electric cooperatives. Learn more at membersfirst.coop today.
The best words to hear at the TSA security checkpoint? You're good to go. All it takes is a little preparation. Get to the airport early, bring a carry-on bag that fits in the overhead, and have an acceptable ID. Not all state-issued IDs will cut it. Check out tsa.gov/ID and see which TSA acceptable IDs make the grade, like a real ID or passport.
Before you jet, do a little prep, and you're good to go. Check out tsa.gov/ID or the MyTSA app.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
A lot goes into powering this community. That's why your Touchstone Energy Cooperative wants you to know we've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge we honor every day. From our member service representatives to our linemen and those making sure the power you use is there when you need it. We've got you. Always.
Visit membersfirst.coop today. A message from Missouri's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Trust isn't given, it's earned. Story by story, season after season. At Brownfield Ag News, we've spent decades on the ground, in the fields, and in your communities. We don't just report on ag, we live it. And we share it across radio, social, and digital platforms to keep you connected, because we know that getting the story right matters to you. Brownfield Ag News, verified and unbiased.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Here at KSMO, we've got news from the Missouri Net coming up next. Then stay tuned to your hometown radio station. I'll be back after the top of the hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. Missouri's largest utility is reporting a spike in disconnections in September. Elisa Nelson reports.
The number of disconnections has climbed sharply in recent months, with even more expected in October.
Ameren says there were nearly 15,000 disconnections in September. Missouri's Department of Commerce and Insurance is ordering insurance companies to stop canceling or refusing to renew homeowner policies from those still recovering from this spring's severe storms. The warning comes after the agency became aware of a few companies terminating coverage for Missourians actively working to complete repairs. A St. Louis area woman is facing charges after the Missouri State Highway Patrol says she crashed her car while fleeing from officers. The patrol says it happened yesterday along I-70 near Kansas City. The woman's 9 and 10-year-old daughters were in the car at the time. They were hurt but are expected to be okay. And attorney Phil Lavoda has been named the new Jackson County executive. Missouri Net News.
Hey, natural gas leaks can be very dangerous if you're not careful.
A tip from your friends at